hello. I'm still here, don't worry. I am very sorry for how long it's been between videos. I've been a little bit unwell really. I suffer from gout, which flared up very badly, and that led to some other problems and a few other diagnoses with things like high blood pressure and stuff, coupled with the fact that work's been manic before Christmas, it always is. But anyway, here I am. It's Christmas Eve. I'm feeling a lot brighter, focusing on my health a bit more. That's mainly why I've been away. But we're still here. We've still got a Morris Minor to try and get on with. A little bit behind schedule. Don't really think the cab's going to come off before or after Christmas, but we can give it a go at least. Every day I'm doing this, it's one step closer. So a little refresh for both of us, because it's been about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks since I've been out here. Let's have a little look, see where I got to. I do remember I struggled with the welder last time. That's what I remember. And I really don't want to be struggling with the welder today because it's miserable when it happens. Setting a Christmassy scene, log fire burning. Lovely, isn't it? So this is where I've had a bit of a clear up as well. This is where we got to. Fannied around with this part here. Got the plate on, did some sketchy welds. Welder was playing up. I'm going to have a look at that before I do anything. So today's plan, what is today's plan? See, I told you, I'm thinking about not just you guys, it's definitely for me as well. So I've welded all that up. I think I'm going to maybe get this quarter panel sort of in a wingy thing on. So I cut from this point here, going to bring it down and get that part in. Yes, in fact, that is what I'm going to do, because that'll be quite satisfying. If I can get that in, then at least I'm halfway there. And then maybe over the Christmas break, I can get the, what's that thing called? What's it called? Hinge post in, and then the B post as well, potentially. And then, yeah. Crash. And a bit of a tidy up through there. That's the plan. But I think the first thing to do, yeah, let's get this on. It's all pretty much welded in place. So it's just going to be a bit of metal work. Oh, that's right. Then I've got to get into there and sort that out. That's going to be zero fun, I can promise you. And that is a promise I can keep. Right. So, I'm going to get myself set up, make a start on this flat inner wing section, which I've got kicking around here. Oh yeah, the classic 5302281 classic. Shouldn't be too hard because this point here is that point there. So I can mess around with it, measure and cut. Oh, that's right, and that's a right angle. Oh, I do remember it. It's all starting to flooding back now. So I'm going to template this up, get the workbench sorted, take off all the primer. Lots of little things to do. Bring you back in. Anyway, there we are, look. All cleaned off. Well, not all cleaned off. Cleaned off where I need it cleaned off. Excuse me. So now it's a matter of me getting the old trusty right angle out again wherever I put that and measure it. So like I say, this is what's left of there. So I have that exact location. So we can measure off, cut through. And I now also remember that I ran along the pressing for the bolt position, which is here. So it shouldn't be too bad. So that's the standards we're going for on this channel. Shouldn't be too bad. Love it. Okay, let me sort of template this out and then cut. That was a bit of a head scratcher, but I think we're there. So, been doing a lot of measurements. Don't know what you can see actually. Can you see? I can't even see it, so you're not going to be able to see it. There you go. So there's the line to here. and then straight down. Now it looks really, really uneven when you hold it up and you think it's all at right angles, but it's not. I'm fairly pleased with those cuts, or those measurements at least. So actually, it reminds me, I've just done the right angle part. I need to do the cut for this sort of extension down here, so I'll be doing that now. Yeah, that was a head scratcher, I'm not going to lie to you though. I thought I was losing my mind. So I think I've measured what I can measure there. I don't know what you can see really. I've scratched it in, there you go. So it's the top line, so it doesn't actually go in at a right angle. Goodness, it looks very crooked, doesn't it, compared to there. But I'm fairly confident it'll fit. I'll give myself a bit of wiggle room. And then we can think about popping it in, which would be good. Right, let's offer it up, eh? See what happens. Right, let's see how we get on. Oh. Obviously, it's not going to fit first time. I don't think there's any expectation for that. It'd be nice to think, though, that it might fit. There you go, it fits. Brilliant. Got a bit of trimming up to do. Hang on, let me just get the angle grinder out. Don't know if you can actually see that. That's right. I did it. Right, well that's good news. I think this part here is too high, which if you remember I cut it high anyway. So I'm just going to bring this back a little bit. What I'm going to do, I think I'll just take all these burrs off as well. Quickly go over, so that's quite dangerous. I'm going to quickly go over it, clean it off, see if I can smooth it out somewhat, and then have a proper go at it. Well, it's okay. I'm struggling around here a little bit. I think that's a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. I'm wondering if, I can't be bothered to take it all off, but the box section did sort of come towards, maybe just a fraction, a little bit out. But everything else lines through quite nicely. I've got to pull this together, which, I think it's doable. It's just going to be a bit of bashing around and what have you. I've taken down some of the old, I've taken some of the old welds down to help. But yeah, a lot of bashing around and what have you. I'll probably drill the holes for the plug welds in situ, just to give me a chance. Just to, once it's lined up, I want it in properly. I can then just wedge a piece in and drill the holes in afterwards. So yeah, a lot of messing around. I'll bring it back in when I'm happy with it. But yeah, a lot of effort's needed. A load of messing around and beating. I think I'm going to get this to where I have cut it wrong here, which is a real shame. You can see that. I'm going to have to patch that in at some point. What an idiot. I've started beating around, not beating, well I have been beating it, you can see. Now it's going to go in, but the more I'm messing around with it here, the more I'm starting to move the alignment here. So I think I'm going to weld this part up to begin with, do that now, at least then it's one piece. And then when I start messing around with here, I'm less likely to pop everything apart. It's not quite as, yeah, it's okay. It's going to be okay. I've got a gap there I need to close up. Need to bend this bit around. There's loads of bits and pieces to do. But I think if I can get this part done, it's a bit gappy there, might try and close that up. I can then at least sort of, manipulate it a bit more. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, well, it's stuck together. Some of that metal, the old metal's pretty tricky. Kept burning away. You can see like here, and where I tried to weld up the overcuts, you can see it just kept burning. But either way, not the prettiest thing. That's where the clamp was, but even so, it's, yeah, I don't think we're going to get any prizes again. But it does give us a chance to smash around over here. So that's what I'm going to do. Smash around. You can see it's starting to pull together better now already. Pretty pleased with that. Sun's come out as well. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh. Anyway, not here to see the sun. So yeah, I'm going to mess around with this. Hopefully I can get a couple of welds in there. And I may call that for a day. It's Christmas Eve. It'd be nice to spend some time with the family. Although the fire's just got going again. Oh. Creak, 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 creak. Let's see. I will probably call it a day though. I do want to spend time with the kids. So there we are. I'll bash around here, bring the camera back in, and then yeah, a big step closer actually. Quite pleased. So after that, we've got to do the sill, extension, and B-post. And then I've got to roll the car over. So that'll be fun. Maybe we will do... I know, and then I've got to tidy up the inner wing. But anyway, that's for later. Right, well, here we go. Even the sun's on exactly where I wanted to weld. So it's a sign, isn't it? Pretty pleased with that. So I'm lining up with this side here. Comes to maybe a mil or so out. That part on the outside is the sorry, the sort of weird kidney shaped thing on the inside, which I've got to repair. Also, I've got to go around and do a few more welds here and there. It's a mess up there, as we know, but I think we're okay. Clamp that bit back, close that up. But all in all, it's sort of gone together okay. The adjustment for the doors is on this part, which we're not too far off from doing actually. So yeah, quite a bit of progress there. I mean, I've been at it for about, goodness, 3 or 4 hours. I know it doesn't look like much, but I have. Maybe 3 hours actually. Before I do anything, I'll turn the gas off because, oh, that's turning the gas. Oh no! Oh, donut! Oh god! Ah! Right, okay, I'll come back to that. Let's close that way. Ah, good. All right, fire's burning, so I've got to let that burn out. I'll probably be back on this maybe Boxing Day. I've got my dad over. I'm sure he'll make an appearance, but it'd be nice to do as much as I can over this time I've got off. I do enjoy it. But equally, I'm balancing that up with spending time with the family, which is equally as important. I'm going to say more important. There you go, Dad of the Year. All right, well, thank you very much. I hope you all have a lovely Christmas and get everything out of it that you need to. And if you're not having a lovely Christmas, my thoughts are with you. And I really do hope that you can get through this time and look forward to the new year. So there we are. Thank you.